Hello, today's a fun day. I'm just going to do like an old school vlog where we're just going out and exploring something new. We are going to the fun town of Lübeck, which there's actually a funny story. We went to Hanover and one of the train stops happened to be in Lübeck and none of us knew anything about it. But I had just gotten off and then we'd gone to the bakery that's just across the street from the train station. And then I was really impressed by the amount of bikes that was outside of it. Like they had a huge bike parking lot, which to me as an American blew my mind. So I took a video of it because I thought it was so cool. And then I shared that in our day trip in a vlog on Instagram. And then somebody commented and was like, "You went to Lübeck and all you saw was the crappy train station? Like, do you know what this town is known for? The 7 spires and blah, blah." Anyways, we Googled it and it turns out it's incredible. So we are going on a separate trip to go see Lübeck and to go see the 7 spires and to walk around. And it's just a really cool looking city. We are finishing getting it ready right now and then we are about to go catch our train. We wanted to get the kids excited, so Billy actually drew this map so the kids would have a better idea of why we were dragging them around this whole city. It turned it into a bit of a scavenger hunt, if you will. I cannot get over the trains. Train rides are so much fun. People get annoyed here that there are sometimes delays and missed connections and stuff, but the fact that we can go basically anywhere in the country with our 1 monthly pass is just so incredible to me. I love that we can get up and walk around, use the bathroom, watch the countryside roll by and not have to deal with traffic. It's just my favorite. And also the fact that they are so much safer. If you look at the statistics of car crashes and fatalities, it's terrifying when you actually think about it. But trains are just so much safer. They're better for the environment. They're better for mental health. Like they're just so good for a lot of things. And I love them. It took us 2 hours and then we were there. And let me tell you a little something about Lübeck. It's Germany's most extensive UNESCO World Heritage Site, which means that there is just so much old history here. And as an American, we're not much as older than the 1700s. This is very incredible to me. So this historic old town is built up on an island with rivers surrounding it. So it has a really distinct shape and it's just very conquerable in the sense of as a tourist you can go and walk around and see everything in one day. It's nicknamed the City of 7 Towers due to the 5 church towers that rise into the sky, which just makes the skyline look like it's something out of a fairy tale. Every little street that we walked by just felt like an invitation to turn down it and keep exploring. And that's exactly what we did today. I felt giddy all day long just skipping around the city. We had a general plan to try and go see the 7 towers. We also knew that we wanted to go try a Döner place that was highly recommended on Reddit. And then other than that, we just wanted to walk around and see as much as we could. And of course, when we stumbled across a homemade sourdough place, we had to stop, try all the samples, and it was incredible. Honestly, I think it might be the best bread I've had in Germany so far. By the time we got to lunch, I was starving, almost to the death. So when we got our gigantic Döner, I was so excited and it was absolutely incredible. The best one that I've had in Germany so far. 10 out of 10. If you are ever in Lübeck, you have to stop and get a sandwich at this place. And then to make the day even better, we stopped and got a delicious coffee.
Little cat.
And then we actually got to go inside of a couple of the cathedrals. This one was free. Some of them are a charge, so we kind of avoided those ones. But again, we were just so thrilled to be able to go inside and learn some of the history because they had workers that could explain a lot of the little details in the cathedral. That was just so cool. And again, I just have this feeling that we don't have a lot of this in America. So I am very grateful for the experience of being able to go into these places and to explore something that is completely new to me. Because I guess it just feels like this really incredible marriage of it's an entirely different culture that does things very differently, but it's also just the immense history that I don't know enough about quite yet. So it just feels very rich to me. We also went on a bit of a side quest to go and see some cute little lakes, and then there's a tunnel, so we just wanted to go check it out. I also just wanted to take a minute and talk about the fact that the weather here I find kind of magical. I kind of love the idea of romanticizing everything in your life, because why not? But I've had so many people telling me that this is a terrible time to come to Germany because it's so gray and cold and terrible. And can I just say that I don't think that this is very bad at all? I kind of love the gray, moody peacefulness of winter. I also appreciate that there is a season for everything, that a lot of things have cycles, and that this is one of them. And it's a necessary rest time for the trees and the animals and everything. And I know that it's just about people's perception and what they've known. And I'm not even saying that I've been in the worst of winters, like I haven't been to Scandinavia in the wintertime or even the bad parts of Canada. But like I've experienced Vancouver for the last 2 winters, and it is just so rainy and wet, and I would say it's even darker and gloomier than what I have experienced so far in Germany. And that to me is a lot harder. I've also lived in upper state New York, and that's cold. The snow comes down and it stays for weeks and weeks because it never warms up enough to melt the snow. Honestly, what I've experienced thus far, the snow day that we had, it's magical. You play in it, it's so much fun, it's so beautiful. And then it melted away, and now we just have this lovely weather. I'm excited to see if I'm eating my own words in a couple months from now. Sorry, enough of my rambling. Just here to say that I am enjoying it. We just kept walking around and finding all these little hidden nooks, and I actually even found a thrift store, but it did not have anything. It was more of a vintage store, you know, one of those curated ones. Not for me. And then we found the Christmas market, and let me tell you, when people talk about German Christmas markets and how magical they are, they're talking about this kind right here. This one felt so much more authentic, and all of the little shops were like handmade, handcrafted things. Marzipan. There weren't crazy roller coaster rides all over the place, and it was just all so heartwarming. I don't know how to fully explain how magical it was. We also finally got to try some marzipan treats because Lübeck apparently invented marzipan, and they're well known for it. I didn't love it. Billy liked it a lot. I didn't hate it, but I wouldn't buy it again. So we enjoyed the main part of the Christmas market, but then you go around this corner and then it's like the old Christmas markets where they're cooking the bread on wood-fired stoves, and they have authentic cheeses from like Switzerland and Austria, and everybody's wearing their like medieval cheese outfits. Billy actually really wanted to check out this church, and it was €5 per person. So I said nope, and I stayed outside and got myself some cheese. And then he went in with just William, and they looked around and got to enjoy it. I just hope the day never comes that I stop seeing the amazing architecture everywhere I look here in Germany. It is just so like pleasing to the brain to be able to look around and everything has detail. Everything is thoughtful. Everything is beautiful. Okay, not to say that everything is beautiful, but a lot of the architecture is, and it's just part of the charm of walking around, especially these old towns where they did put so much thought and intentionality into their building. Anyways, we had so much fun just wandering around this little tiny town that I had never even known about before a couple weeks ago. And the crazy thing is that I have a massive list already of all of the amazing places that I want to check out soon. Will I get to see most of them? We'll find out. We are actually heading to the train now, and we are just so excited. We're going to have these delicious sandwiches. But today was so fun. I've just been giddy all day long, exploring and just walking around, and it's been so fun. So I said fun twice.
Let me say what.
So we are gonna go. I'm gonna close this vlog here. Bye!